The feds are allegedly stacking the deck against Jay-Z and have already begun contacting potential witnesses who may spill the beans against him in court. You may have heard the whispers for months, especially after his friend Diddy got chopped up. Guess who one of those witnesses is? Miss Sick Nana in her own right, Foxy Brown. Allegedly, she's ready to spill all about what Jay-Z allegedly did back in the day when they were together or tight. But hold on to your edges, because that's not all. She's also dropping bombshells about Tupac's real killer. After nearly 3 decades, she's got the tea that could finally lock the killer away for good. Get ready, 'cause this is about to get believable. All who would have thought Foxy would have been the one to finally bring Jay-Z down, y'all. But hey, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because Foxy and Jay-Z go way back to when he wasn't all polished up and smoothish like he is now. Now Foxy knows the real Jay-Z, the gritty, rough around the edges version that most folks never even saw. She was right there with him from the start and probably had his back way more than anybody else, talking about the original Bonnie and Clyde. But now she's not keeping quiet anymore. And she's not really down to ride to the very end. The feds are dragging her into this mess. And she's not about to take the fall for Jay-Z. Reports say Foxy's not just about to spill tea about Tupac's mystery. No, she's dishing out all full character assessment of Jay-Z himself. Allegedly, she's got stories from way back in the day when Jay-Z allegedly did her dirty and threw her under the bus when he was done using her in the industry. So buckle up, y'all, because it looks like Foxy's ready to sing. And not just any tune, but a tell-all that might just shake up everything we thought we knew about hip-hop's golden boy. Well, it looks like another case of when you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, because Jay-Z might not have been the best buddy to Foxy Brown. Despite their long history, they linked up way back when Foxy was just starting out in Hollywood, teaming up with some hit songs. Jay-Z and Foxy seemed super tight, and everybody assumed that she was getting the golden treatment from him. But from the jump, there were signs their friendship wasn't all that it seemed. Now, back in the 90s, the talk about boundaries wasn't as loud as it is now. Jay-Z, in his mid-20s at the time, joined forces with Foxy Brown, who was just 14 or 15. Sure, age differences among artists happen a lot, and they aren't always shady or toxic. But the lyrics Jay-Z penned for Foxy were seriously mature for someone her age. And it was clear as day that some of the shady stuff was going on behind the scenes. He wrote most of her parts in those collabs, and they were way beyond what any kid her age should have been rapping. For example, in the song, Ain't No Like the One I Got, he gave her lines, Ain't no like the one I got, no one can few better sleep around. Somebody gets me a lot, keeps you in diamonds and leathers. Friends should tell me I should leave you alone. Haha, tell the freaks to go get their own man, please. Jay-Z got a 15-year-old spitting those kinds of bars, and I don't even know what he was thinking. That gets wilder, though, because he didn't stop there. He continued to work with Foxy, even co-writing her track, Ill Name. Let me tell you, the lyrics to that song are even worse than the one she had, and there isn't a man in it. Hey Nana, it's so bad that you transported a half meal to males, and they freaked out because she was all about sex. Check your facts on the track record. When Method Man stated, who got the illst on the planet, sugar walls coming down, Nings just can't stand it. I was old enough to get used to plaques wiggling my butt while half naked and loving this life. When she talks about her nay being ill, she's talking about her lady bab, her humps, her gorgeous lady lumps. Yes, a mature man is penning a song for a 15-year-old about her lady. If you've been living under a rock, some are eerie. Hollywood's seen some crazy stuff, but this one takes the cake. But Jay-Z didn't stop there. Either he kept cranking out more explicit and inappropriate tracks for her. A good chunk of Foxy Brown's raw, no-holds-bar songs from the 90s had Jay-Z's touch all over them. She made a name for herself with those lyrics. And now I'm not saying he wrote every single verse, but he definitely co-wrote a bunch of them, and his influence was massive. So how did they go from studio buddies, making hits, to Jay-Z allegedly sabotaging her career? That's the million-dollar question. Well, it turns out their relationship wasn't just professional. It took a romantic turn. Although romantic might be a stretch, because Jay-Z was not interested in the romance part of things, because he just wanted to smash and dash, if you know what I mean. But there are now reports that at the time, everyone in the industry knew that there was a little something going on between Jay-Z and Foxy. And there have been claims that Jay-Z was the first man that Foxy had been with allegedly. Their relationship was something of a sugar daddy baby situation, and he spent lavishly on her. But this is weird, because again she was 15, and he was in his mid-late 20s. But it wasn't sunshine and roses, because sources in the industry revealed that Jay-Z allegedly gave Foxy an STD. While they were messing around with each other, y'all should go back and talk to all of the that she slept with in Philly. When she was in Philly, she burned every last one of them. She said more the clinic than code. Turns out Foxy wasn't the only lady Jay-Z had something going on with, but their affair was kept strictly hush-hush. But can you blame him going public? Could have landed him in some serious hot water, especially with her being underage. At the time, there were even whispers that Foxy once SL slip at a party, claiming that she and Jay-Z had made a certain kind of tape together, which she supposedly had tucked away somewhere soon after dropping these bombshells. Her place mysteriously got raided. And guess what went missing? Yeah, that tape talk about Shady well later on Foxy set their record straight, with TMZ swearing that she never spilled the tea on this in the first place. She said the atrociousness of this story sickened me in my stomach. In all my years in the music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. The fictitious story, with no audio, visual, or written interview, clearly was concocted with malicious intent. Jay has only been wonderful to me and my family, a great friend throughout all the years I've known him. And we had nothing but great success as a team. Seriously, y'all, what a circus now. As I mentioned, allegedly everybody in the industry had their lowdown on this story, but they were playing it cool when Nick Cannon tried to dig into it with Jay-Z's old pal Dame Dash. He dodged that question like a pro. It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his question, bro. I'm not. Y'all can keep asking me question. No, keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him. 'Cause he ain't here, kid, I to do with that. And I don't even know nothing about that. Neven alluded to the affair in his song Ether, where he said Foxy got UH. 'Cause you kept your face in a touch, what you think you getting girls. Now 'cause of your looks, based on reports, it all got very messy. And on top of it all, there was buzz about her potentially testifying about what she knows about Tupac's murder, and who might have been behind it, according to reports. Jay-Z apparently got very paranoid about the situation and accused Foxy of snitching. She denied it, but he didn't buy it and allegedly blacklisted her over it. Prosecutors are seeking to have Brown act as a witness and provide evidence that reputed Southside CP Dwayne KPD Davis was in Las Vegas on September 7, 1996. Something that Davis has denied. The Clark County District Attorney's Office is forming a list of witnesses that can place Davis in Vegas on the night of Pac's murder. But Key D says that there is no proof that he was in Sin City on that fateful night in Sep. According to reports, Foxy allegedly saw Keffi D in Vegas and even interacted with him before Pope's shooting later that night. But interestingly, Key D snitched on himself in his own book, where he admitted that he was in